Welcome back to the PodCraft, everybody.
A real episode this time.
Dude, it's an actual. We're in the PodCraft world.
Dude, it's amazing. And we have a
Bad News
topic.
is fun. But now it's time to call you Hun.
That was a bad joke.
That didn't work. I'm sorry.
That was awful, actually.
Start the episode over.
Yeah, you're so funny.
Okay. All right. What were we about to say?
I mean, you were saying we actually have a topic this time. It's amazing. It's not an extra.
We're in college now. Well, I mean, we were before, but like we're at college, like the place that is college now.
We're in physically.
The building of college.
Yes, one of them.
Yeah, well, two of them actually. We don't go to the same college.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's great. So we're just gonna be chatting about
That.
yeah, that and some of the fun little experiences that we've had in our first few days.
Oh boy, and we had some it's actually been pretty low key, but
yeah, but it's gonna say we definitely
I
had
did.
experiences.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are they exciting? Remains to be seen. Oh wow, see, that does make a sound. I need to get Thorns so you can smack me and get hurt and hear the sound.
Ha ha ha. So first off, we're gonna take you to the librarian farm, and
Oh yeah.
that we've pretty much finished.
I just lost
I don't
half
know.
of my health because I haven't ridden an Elytra in months.
Excellent work. So we've got a lot of librarians, and I've pretty much finished my enchantment grind.
I have not.
Yeah, Griffin is not, but I can also go over we'll introduce all of the enchantments that we've got, and then I'll go over mine. So this is our little villager breeder. I believe we went over this in the last episode a little bit. Essentially, these guys are stuck in here, and we throw food in, and they have like intimate, like passionate sex.
Yes.
And
And then they have a child, and that offspring is immediately drafted into the war. It's not allowed to smoke or drink, but it is drafted into the war. And then
Yes, exactly.
It falls down here, and we put it in a tank. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a top because all the hoes are wearing tank tops.
Yeah.
And then it gets in the thing, and then we push it. And then we bring it over into one of these, we take it captive and we put it in a concentration camp.
Ooh, I just got some experience from one of the villagers.
Exactly, Ryan.
Yeah, so this is our villager concentration camp. They're miserable. Everybody here wants to kill themselves, including us.
And
So,
which one? Shit.
the one that died, Frostwalker 2, I replaced him, and I just happened to get the exact same enchantment.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So let's
right.
shall we go over all of the enchantments that we have?
This is protection. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to those. We'll go those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got loyalty 3 here, and then fortune, and aqua affinity, and frostwalker, and unbreaking, and infinity, and respiration, and looting, and flame, and mending, and fire aspect, and smite, and silk touch, and efficiency, and emeralds, and thorns, and riptide, and channeling, and feather falling, and power, and sharpness, and penis, and slightly less penis. Which, by the way, penis and slightly less penis
Specifically,
they're just prod 4 and depth strider, because this literally took us an hour.
They were just penises. Yeah, just to get these last two.
Yeah, it was an ordeal. I gotta be honest with you. To the point where I think that
I think I actually became dumber after that.
I don't know if I became dumber. I definitely became less interesting because we were doing it long enough that I actually forgot some of my social skills.
Yeah. I think I just lost some of my brain cells. Not the neurons, but the ones in between. I forget what they're called, but they're really important because they make like the synapses a lot smoother, and that's really important for like your critical thinking. So I lost a lot of those.
All right, bud.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, What we're doing today has absolutely nothing to do with the villager farm. We are going to be looking for the big old, the brown shit in the nether. We're going for netherite.
We're gonna be looking for poop.
I'm not going to dignify that. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. So, oh, I guess I left all my stuff back at our house.
All right. Well, I didn't. So, you have fun with that, and I'm going to start.
All right, you start.
Because it's a race.
Is it really?
Yes.
Are we racing for like the first piece or like the full set?
The first like piece of netherite. So four netherite scraps.
Okay, so the first 4 scraps. All right. Yeah. So we have a heck a ton of beds, and we're gonna be bed mining in the nether.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh, I need a place to put this down. Oh, that gravel saved my life.
What elevation are you gonna be mining at?
I'm mining at level. Ooh, I think I will be doing it at level 16.
Okay.
17, because that's what I'm at.
All right. That's fair. I will be mining at 15, so I will be just slightly below you.
Okay. You all of 53. All right. Still alive. Oh! Oh no!
Yeah, you doing all right there?
Yeah, I've got full Prot 5 or Prot 4 armor, Ryan. I'm fine.
Yeah, I've got Prot 5.
Yeah,
it's a new addition to the game. You wouldn't know.
yeah, I know. I'm just a pleb like that, you know.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. And I lost a total of 2 hearts, Ryan.
Oh shit, dude, that's terrifying. Fine.
I know. I was really, you know, scared for my well-being.
How did you like even handle that? Honestly.
It was a mixture of skill and mental fortitude that resulted in my near immediate success. Oh, I got my first piece.
Oh man.
Hell yeah. Hidden in the depths, Ryan.
All right, congratulations.
All my homies are hidden in the depths.
That didn't make sense.
It doesn't need to. If all my homies are doing it, then it has to make sense.
Man, fuck lava. All my homies hate lava.
Yeah.
So tell me about what's been going on in your first week of college and whatnot.
Not much. Obviously, you know, introduction to classes and everything. Ooh, there's my second piece.
I just got my first.
Wow, amazing.
Shut up.
Come on, mine it. Oh, and my third piece.
Fuck you! No, it's fine. All right.
No, it's fine. Okay. I mean, you know, obviously introductions to classes a little bit, and like even though I did PSEO, you know, it wasn't at a university, so obviously it is still a little bit different.
Sure.
But you know, I can't really complain. I've been enjoying myself. I've been just kind of hanging out and meeting my professors and stuff. I do have one professor though. Like most of my professors are pretty normal as far as professor goes. Also, I win the race.
As far as professing? That was so fast. How did you do that?
Ryan, it's called being MLG. Okay, I can't explain
Shut
it
up.
to you. It's called being good at bed wars.
It's
okay?
called RNG.
No, man, I have no idea what you mean.
It's called a speedrunner's worst nightmare.
Most of my professors are pretty straightforward as far as profession goes. You know, like they're pretty solid. They know what they're doing and everything. I do have one professor though, who is like if technophobia was a person, it'd be this.
Of course.
Because no college experience is you know, complete without that. You know.
Oh yeah, totally. You gotta get the techno boomers.
Oh yeah. But this guy, like he's an okay teacher, I guess. He's an ethics teacher, of course. So that's why.
Ah yes, very nice.
Because we all love ethics teachers because they're fantastic.
You love to see it.
They're always concise.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ah, fuck! I keep fucking up the speed bridge.
Dude, that's a bummer.
I know.
Man, I haven't even found my second piece yet. Sucks.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ryan. Not really, but I am sorry to hear it.
I hate my life.
See, Ryan, this is why I don't grind off camera, because when I do grind on camera, like...
Shit just goes well for you.
Exactly. If RNG was a person, Ryan...
It would be Griffin.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, okay. One example. This past class period that I had him for, he when I got there, he was sitting in chair. So basically, what I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with like being a little bit bad with technology. You know, like it's pretty normal. Right. Like especially with like older folks to like have some issues with technology. Like it's just a thing. Like it's a new thing. You know?
Totally.
And like with all this technology that's coming out, like I can see how you might not understand it right away. But this guy didn't even start. He didn't even start trying to set it up until after class time started. So...
Why would you do that?
I don't know, but I gotta tell you, it definitely didn't work out for him because 20 minutes into class time, he was still trying to figure it out, so...
That's mega smooth brain right there.
Yep, exactly. That's a smooth grain. This post was made by Smooth Brain Gang.
Smooth grain.
Smooth Brain Gang. Okay.
I see you.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was interesting. And then he like started like going over class material that like we had already gone over. So.
Yes, of course.
That was fun. So in total we got like 15 minutes worth of new material.
Oh,
and
love to see.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's the best. I'm almost out of beds.
Yeah, I am too. We're gonna need even more.
We're gonna need to do a little cutski doodles. Get more beds.
We're gonna have to like continue grinding out our sheep farm, I think.
Probably. Especially since most of them kind of died recently.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Ryan blew up the sheep farm!
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do.
I think you're crazy.
One of us has to.
I think you're crazy. Honestly, I don't.
Honestly, Ryan,
understand.
all of us are entitled to our own subjective opinions. However, my opinion in this case is objective, and also I just nailed that speed bridge.
Nice. You know what? I feel that. I work better under pressure.
Hey, Mr. Nova, you need me to...
Oh, such a good song.
It's very okay.
Hey, shut up, man.
I guess I'm turning because that
Lava.
way is not the good way. Yep, wall of lava right in my face. It's fantastic. We love that.
We close our eyes, and the world has turned around again.
Oh.
And Griffin has turned around again.
I just turned. I didn't turn around.
Turn around.
Every now and then I feel like I'm not good at Minecraft. Hey, more netherite para Griffin. Yeah, but then yeah, he basically he just took forever to set up class and everything, and it was a little bit of a bummer, and like it was one of those things where like you feel so bad that you're like, dude, I can't just sit here on my phone, you know?
Yeah, I feel.
So it was kind of a slow day for classes, but
Word.
you know, it happens. Hashtag can't stop and won't stop. Harness Lapsus never dies.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Joke was in poor taste.
Actually, Furnace Lapsus has died 8 times.
Can we get a comparison instead of just a call out?
No. The number of times I've died is not important at all.
Not what's in question.
Exactly. We weren't even talking about that. We were talking about how many times Furnace Lapsus has died.
Okay, I'll have you know that I am a pro Minecraft player.
You're a pro gamer?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I actually invented the word, like you know,
Term?
the term MLG, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I
Just
see
to
what you're saying.
because like I was looking for words to describe myself.
Does it stand for Major League Griffin?
It could. It actually stands for Major League Get Good Ryan.
Oh,
That's all one word, so that's just why the G's there.
that's not very nice. Why would they call it
Well,
all Ryans like that?
I mean it's specific.
Yeah, that's kind of mean actually.
I'm out
Cool,
of bed,
so-
so I can't mine anymore. What
I
about
see.
you? How are your professors this semester?
Well, so actually, I have not technically started classes yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I don't start until I believe the day after Labor Day. I moved on campus because the theater production that was supposed to be performing in the spring, obviously, got shut down, and so
Yeah.
we will now be performing the first week of school. So we came on campus like 2 weeks early to start intense tech rehearsals.
Oh, we love that.
Oh yeah. It's actually not too bad. Frankly, I think everybody thought that we were gonna be like in worse shape than we actually are, but we're actually like pretty much completely fine. Like we could definitely perform it now if we needed to.
Right.
But I do have to admit it is very nice. I'm also I'm in the cast and I'm also designing the set. And for the tech components, it is very nice to have so much time. Because usually tech is like always brought in at the very last second, and you're like rushing and racing, and you're freaking out because it opens in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a nice, it's kind of a pleasant change there. And frankly, you know what? Rehearsals, if they're a lot shorter than usual, I am not complaining at all. So. Yeah, so that's been going pretty well.
That's nice.
It's a fun little show. Probably my favorite part about being on campus right now, though, is all of my roommates have already moved in as well.
Oh.
2 of them lived here over the summer, and one of them is a member of like the welcome weekend like freshman orientation crew.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And so yeah, we've just been, our dorm is like an apartment style, so we each have our own bedrooms, and then we have like a kitchen and a living room area, and it's yeah, it's been great. It's been great. We just play video games and like goof around. One of my favorite things though that's happened is I don't think I've mentioned this to you, Griffin, actually, but we have a little chalkboard, like a little mini chalkboard, that we have on that we have like stuck to our fridge. And originally, so it was originally came up with the idea by my roommate, his name's Michael, that we should use the chalkboard as like a tally, so that we know when it's time to do our dishes. So like every time we use a dish, we put a tally mark on, and then when we get up to 10 dishes, we do our dishes. Because we've had a problem in the past of just like building up dishes like over the course of like a week, and when there's 4 guys, it's not very pretty. Yeah. And we were like, yeah, sure, let's try it. And then we realized that we could use it for another purpose, and we decided to make 2 columns. And the second column is now it's changed a third time, but it was anytime anybody said something racist. Because apparently we have sort of a problem with that. I don't want to point fingers, but it was very not hard for me to not get any tick marks. because I am.
I mean, I'm great. I have plenty of.
Yeah, dude, I have so many black friends, man. Like, it wasn't. It was mostly for the other guys. Which, you know, that's fine. They were super cool about it, and like I think bettering yourself, you know, no matter what you have to do, I think it's great.
All my homies say the same.
Yeah, of course. But then we sort of realized like, oh yeah, and then so the punishment for getting up to 10 ticks on that was that you had to be the other 3 roommates' bitch for the day. And yeah, and so but we realized like it wasn't really fair because like I don't really say racist shit, and like Michael doesn't really say racist shit that much, and so we were like, okay, we should make like the stakes higher, and so we decided to make it individualized. So Jake's, he's honestly the one that sort of was egging things on. He's a wonderful person. I love him to death. Love you, Jake. Mwah. He comes from a real small town, and they say some things that we here in the cities are not super cool with. So his stayed anytime he said something racist, he got a tick. And he's actually been doing very well. I'm very proud of him. He's not gotten a single tick mark yet. So I'm very, very proud of him for that. My friend Ethan's individualized tick mark is anytime he says something like stupid or stony, because he does that a lot. And you know, in and of itself, I'm totally cool with that. But he does it a lot, and it is funny. But he like it's his entire personality, and.
So he has a lot of tick marks.
Well, actually, I think he does have the most currently, but still.
FYI, I'm just getting a ton of beds.
That's
and I'm gonna let you
great.
partake too. So I'm just farming for both of us.
That's wonderful. I'm super happy about that. So, and then Michael's is anytime he yells at video games, because he does that very much, often late at night.
So you have the second most tick marks?
Actually, yes. How did you?
What's yours?
How did you guess? Mine.
What's yours?
Griffin, you'll love this. Mine is I get a tick mark anytime I say something horny or perverted.
Oh, so you have the most.
No, I do. I don't actually, because I am also the most vigilant. Frankly, they all of my roommates have been trying. They've been trying real hard to get me going. Did I just? Oh no! I think I just burned a piece of ancient debris.
No, they don't burn.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I picked it up.
So if it's submerged in lava, then you can.
No, it went into fire. Is all. But it's probably fine. Anyway.
Yeah,
Anyway.
they're immune to fire.
Yeah.
Which is why Netherite is good. It's like the only reason why Netherite is good. That and the knockback
also the knockback resistance. Yeah, exactly. We're on the same page. Anyway, so that's honestly it's been actually really fun. It's like all of these things are sort of I think we kind of it was originally sort of intended as like things that like bother the other roommates about us, but it's sort of, at least for me personally, yeah, it was originally a meme, but for me personally, it's definitely kind of actually evolved into like being a lot more like aware of of the shit that actually comes out of my mouth. I say a lot of shit, man. And it's like, you know, it's all joking, but yeah,
Damn, baby sheep are eating all the grass.
I'm hyped that I've been like saying a lot less shit, and like I feel like I've been doing a lot better. I only have 1 tick mark so far.
Good job.
So thank you. So yeah, it's kind of funny. It was like started as a meme, and now it's like actually bettering ourselves. So that's been fun.
All right, we stand.
Hell yeah.
Well,
we stand some self improvement.
hell yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't done much self-improving other than I've started going to the gym a few times a week, which is
Hey, that's great.
fun because it's like it's self-motivated.
Fuck yeah.
Which is dope. And I got my belay certification for rock climbing just this past, like, yesterday, actually.
That's
so
very exciting.
This past Wednesday, and that was a lot of fun, except we got kicked out right afterwards because I had a class.
That's a bummer.
So we didn't get to rock climb, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun. But the really fun thing that's happened to me is, and Ryan, I told you a little bit about this, but like my roommate, we have student government body elections happening right now.
Ah, yes.
For the hall, or for the dorm, and my, like, each floor is supposed to have like a representative, right?
Sure.
And my roommate, just as a joke, signed me up like as a candidate, just cause.
As like a write-in.
As like a write-in candidate, so I didn't even have like a bio or anything. I'm just a write-in candidate.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, well, fucking nobody better vote for me, you know, because like I'm not doing this. And this was on Monday or Tuesday, so just a few days ago. But
Okay.
I got an email today, and I won.
That is absolutely incredible.
And I definitely am not doing it. But I won, technically. So that's a thing now.
I find it so amazing because you mentioned that there was a guy that like was legitimately wanted this position, and he was actually running, and he like wrote himself a bio.
Yes, he wrote himself a bio and everything, and like, here's why I should be the student representative or whatever the fuck. And presumably he would have then voted for himself, right?
Yeah.
So presumably
Right,
he
you
would have
would
voted
guess.
for himself. That's
You
what
would
the
have
smart
had at
people do.
least one vote.
And that means that either, like, A, he didn't vote for himself, or B, I got more than one vote, which baffles me. Like, I don't know how that happened.
Both of those things are absolutely incredible.
I know, because I didn't even tell anybody that I was doing this.
That's hilarious.
It is hysterical.
That's so fun.
So yeah, and when I run for president, I can now say, hey guys, I was the student representative for 7th floor at Severinsen, and I wasn't even trying. So basically, I'd be a great president.
There it is.
That's my campaign. That's my
exactly what
entire
you told me.
campaign, right there.
I love it.
Me too. It works
Perfect. I don't think you need anything more.
out. Me neither.
Yo, I'm gonna bucket.
Yes, you are, Ryan. All right. Initiate transition sound.
All right, it's time. Netherite scraps. Oh wait, we need gold.
Bitch.
Shut up.
This just means I'm just gonna get a head start on you.
That's fair, I guess.
How did you get 20? I got 10. You probably had more bets than me.
Maybe?
I mean, I had, like, kind of a full shulker box.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, that's a netherite helmet. I'm just gonna make I'm just gonna make a full set because why not?
I guess.
And then I'll be on my merry way.
Thank you, Electra, for slowing my descent.
Oh, that's so loud.
Yep. It was a little bit loud.
Oof. Okay. Does netherite make your pickaxe any faster?
No.
Okay, then I'll just do the sword. All right, dope. All right, my sword, a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con, is now netherite.
Okay.
And my bow, Wob.
Yes.
That's just the only other
A
thing.
kingly name for a bow.
Yes, indeed. Wob.
So we finished extorting sheep,
Indeed, indeed.
which is really what we're all about here, is extorting sheep.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically trafficking
Animal
them for
rights?
their resources.
What's that?
Those don't exist.
They're not sentient. I'm just kidding, PETA, don't at me.
They can't feel pain. Everybody knows that.
Obviously.
But I can talk about something that I've been doing a little bit lately. So one of my roommates also bought a PS4.
Oh, interesting.
And yeah, and he got a really, was like, fucking, there's so much lava everywhere. Jesus. He got a really good deal on it. And it came with like some games. And one of those games is Detroit Become Human. Fucking phenomenal game. I've been playing the shit out of that.
So are you thinking about getting a PS4?
I don't think so, just because.
Get an Xbox. We can play together.
All right, I mean that's an option. Oh god, that's a lot of lava.
If you got a console, get an Xbox. We can play together.
All right, I got you. Yo, what? How? I was literally, when I placed the bed, I was literally right next. I was like almost touching some ancient debris.
I dug in earlier. I dug in to place my bed, and ancient debris got uncovered.
That's amazing.
I know. It's pretty
There's
great.
so much lava here. This is so obnoxious. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's insane. It's almost like we're in the Minecraft
Shut up.
equivalent of
Nope.
hell.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want your sass.
Sass is what you love most about me, be honest.
Nope.
Nope.
Actually, it's the sex. Shit. What was that I said earlier about saying funny shit?
Being terrible at sex. Tally mark for you, isn't it?
Oh shit, you're right. My bad. But if they don't know, then I'll never get a tally mark.
Ryan,
Nobody tattle on me.
Yeah, integrity is all about what you do when nobody's paying attention.
All right, well then I have none.
Right, as long as you're honest about it.
Yep. All right, this is super obnoxious. I'm just gonna leave. I think I got all of the ancient debris. Anyway, so Detroit Become Human. Griffin, do you know anything about that game?
Very little. I've seen some gameplay. I don't know very much.
That's fair. So it's a, oh my god, fucking every single block that I break, there's lava behind it. I'm so upset.
It's the game trying to give me a head start.
Honestly.
Cards.
All right. Okay, I found a spot that doesn't have freaking lava everywhere. Okay.
Damn it. Squandered my head start.
Alas.
Actually, I'm doing fine. What about Detroit?
Okay, sorry. So it's made by a company called Quantic Dream, and they've made a couple other games before that have also been met with wide appeal. Basically, their whole style is it's really meant to be like a game sort of experienced as a movie that you can like make choices in. So it's like it's a
Are they
choose.
like the Dead Space people?
Say it again.
Are they the Dead Space people?
No, I don't think so. They made a game called Heavy Rain.
Never heard.
Okay, well that's fine. Anyway, they're great. Is the point, and it legitimately is like a movie. It's so gorgeous. My roommate also, the same one that got the PS4, also just got a new TV. I don't know what he's like, if he's going through a midlife crisis or something, but like I'm here for it. No complaints here.
What a good friend you are.
Yeah. Well, you know, if I thought that it was unhealthy, I would tell him.
And then you'd play his PS4.
Yeah, man. That's what friends are for. Um, anyway, but so
Alright.
the TV has 4K, and the game isn't in 4K, but it does have a high def option, and it's so gorgeous. It makes me very happy just to look at. And the game has over like 40 something endings. It's crazy.
That is a lot of endings.
Yeah, and you get, and the writing is phenomenal. Like you get attached to like each character that you play as, and you can also pick like the type of game mode that you want to play. So there's like an option where like it's less likely that you'll lose characters, but it's just a little bit less like.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, I played the option that is very likely that you lose characters, but it's you get caught up in it more. Because that's my style. And the first playthrough that I did, I killed. I did kill one of my characters. I was bummed. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's not like anything like world changing. But it's what I've been obsessed with lately, and I've been greatly enjoying it, especially because since I have rehearsals but no classes, I wake up at like noon every day, and I have nothing to do until like 6 o'clock except play video games.
Hey man, that works.
So yeah, exactly. It's like, all right. Might as well immerse myself in some culture, some gamer culture.
Exactly. And how much experience do you have playing on console?
Not much actually. Honestly, the only console that I ever had as a kid was the Wii.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my parents were definitely those parents that were like, video games are evil. You will never play video games as long as you live in this house. And then I got mad about it, and so they bought me a Wii for Christmas.
Instead of the evil Xbox, which is probably good because your mom would not fuck with the Xbox 360 game chat.
Yeah, that's true. She
God,
really
that
wouldn't.
place that was like the birthplace of toxicity.
Honestly, it's gaming culture, frankly, is just, it's really weird to me, because it's like, it's very like accepting, but also at the same time it's like the most toxic like place that you can ever be.
Ryan, that's Reddit.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I also feel like Reddit and gaming have a lot in common as far as like their user base. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Reddit is very like niche, like you know. It's like very niche, you know.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know.
Because like I personally
Technology.
not a fan of Reddit.
Yeah, honestly, me neither.
I'm not a fan of the Reddit subculture.
It gets a little bit like culty at times, doesn't it?
It does, and like people will be like, they're like talking about like, I don't know, people really try to seem smart on Reddit, and they're like, no, you don't understand this or that, and I'm like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah, I feel you. 100%.
I don't know. That being said, I am a little bit of a hypocrite because I did make a Reddit account specifically for Wheel of Time subreddits, which Wheel of Time is a fantasy series that I have listened to a number of times. 14 long book fantasy series, and I listen to it now every spring. The entire series, and I'm on my 6th listen through. So I've listened to this 14 book series. The books are about 40 hours long on average.
Damn.
And this is, I've listened to it 6 times now, and I will be listening to it again this spring.
That's so sick. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It's really good. So it's like you know, it's a fantasy series. So obviously it's a little bit derivative of Lord of the Rings, as you know, the grandfather of most fantasy series. You know.
Well, of course.
But the reason I like it so much is it's very it's unique. you know, in its magic system and everything. And it's really one of the first major fantasy series to like say, hey, magic is not mysterious. We know a lot about it, and we can use it, and it's powerful, and it's dangerous, and people fear it. You know.
Okay, I see you.
And it's like super cool because like obviously it's also pretty unique in that, not unique really, but it was pretty revolutionary in that the main character is now one of these magic users. You know. It's
not.
It is one of these magic users.
Oh, it is. Okay, I see.
And in a lot of the Lord of the Rings type books, especially just Lord of the Rings, like Gandalf is the magic user in Lord of the Rings. You know.
Sure.
And the I don't know, Wheel of Time. I'm sure not the first to do it, but certainly one of the more influential. So far as I've seen, because my favorite author is so the author that wrote Wheel of Time, his name is Robert Jordan. He passed away last decade. I don't know. He passed away in like 2000 something, before 2010, I think. But actually, my favorite author is not Robert Jordan. It is Wheel of Time is my favorite series. My favorite author is actually, his name is Brandon Sanderson, and Brandon Sanderson has cited Wheel of Time as being one of the reasons he decided to become an author.
That's so sick.
And because Robert Jordan died before the series was finished.
Oh, really?
And Robert Jordan died before the series was finished, so Brandon Sanderson actually came in and he finished the series.
That's so cool.
Using Robert Jordan's notes, and I think Lisa is her name, Lisa Jordan, Robert Jordan's widow, and his publisher, editor. She's his editor.
Okay.
Cool. She's awesome. But she called up. God damn it, God damn it! This speed bridge is just, I can't do it. I've fallen into this one lava pit like 4 times trying to start the speed bridge, and the fire tick just knocks me off.
Oh no!
And I just don't have the patience. God damn. But so he finished the series. So my introduction to Brandon Sanderson is actually the last 3 books of the Wheel of Time, which is technically all one manuscript.
Interesting.
Because Robert Jordan literally died right before the conclusion.
That's crazy.
Which is sad. But so this series, it's obviously, like, do you want a basic rundown of like the premise and everything?
Please.
Okay, so basically, in this world, the main antagonist his name is just the Dark One, and he's not like a person. He's just this force, you know.
Okay.
And he's essentially like the creator in that world, the creator's way. That's their name for God. He's the creator's way of ensuring that humanity can have the full range of emotions, positive and negative.
Interesting.
But because negative emotions, so he's essentially the manifestation of negativity, and evil, and lust for power, and X, Y, and Z, all the bad shit.
That's really cool.
But because he's this evil manifestation, the creator has to lock him away,
Right.
So he locks him away in this special prison, and his gift to mankind, other than life itself, is use of the force called the One Power, and the One Power is the power that turns the Wheel of Time, which is the mechanism of the universe.
Okay. Cool.
So that's the magic system, is the One Power, and it's split into 2 halves, Saidin and Saidar, and Saidin is the male half, so men can use Saidin, and women can use Saidar.
Okay.
And
cool.
So 10,000 years, no, not 3,000 years before the events of the book, of the main series, what happens is the mankind in its search for a power that both men and women can use, so that they can like work together without having to do this whole process that's difficult and kind of a pain, you know.
Okay, sure.
In their search for power, they find the Dark One's prison and they open it. And there's this great war, you know, and obviously, you know, no story is complete without some antagonists, so some of the most powerful magic users of their time, their order is called the Aes Sedai, which is spelled really weird.
All right, cool.
But basically, a few of the most powerful members of the Aes Sedai who have been shunned for one reason or another, you know, they've been disappointed for one reason or another, and they have a lust for power. They go over to Dark One and they become his chosen. They become known as the Forsaken. And which, by the way, fucking dopest villain name ever, right?
Yeah, 100. I was just about to say that. Like that's badass.
Like you hear the word Forsaken, and you're like, oh, they're the bad guys.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Like there's nothing about it. Like, and that's to me proof that like in writing. Like when you're writing a fictitious series, you don't need to come up with a bunch of fancy words. You just need to come up with the right words, you know?
That's an excellent way to put that.
Oh my god, I just almost died.
Whew. What happened?
Well, I got dropped in lava, which not out of the ordinary when you're dead mining. But
Yep.
then it wouldn't let me like do the thing. Like when I was holding spacebar, it wasn't going up. So I had to dig to the point where like I had to divert the lava so that I could get out.
That's really stressful.
I know, and I kept a cool head, and I did it. But basically, yeah. So this man who is his name is Luce Theron Telemon. His name he's called, the people call him the Dragon. He essentially leads the charge, you know, against the forces of the Dark One in this old war of power. It's called the War of Power. And the goal here is he succeeds in locking the Dark One away, again, you know.
Sweet.
But the Dark One's counterattack, because he did it wrong. His counterattack was that he taints Sayadine. So any male who you know is born with the ability to wield Sayadine will inevitably go insane and cause destruction all around them, and eventually that causes what's called the breaking of the world, in which the continents shift and split in half, and seas are created, and all this shit happens. The world essentially just changes. And
interesting.
You know, humanity is wiped to the brink of extinction, and they lose. Like obviously, like during the War of Power, they're not exactly like they don't have like guns and shit, but like you know they get smacked right back to the you know the you know, swords and bows and shit, you know.
Okay, sure, makes sense.
They get knocked back a few years in technology, essentially.
Fair enough.
But then for the next 3,000 years, every single male who's born with the ability to channel it's called channeling is the ability to, you know, use this power.
Or like with the Minecraft trident.
Yeah, sure. Yep, that's where they got it from, was the Minecraft trident.
They copied Minecraft.
Oh man, those scammers. This book definitely didn't start getting written in like the 80s.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah, any male, you know, born with the ability to channel will like channel for a little bit, and then they go insane and they start killing things. So the female Aes Sedai, you know, they have to, you know, continue the order on their own, and they end up making, you know, essentially male channelers are taboo, and the reason that, you know, male channelers can't just stop channeling is because channeling is like super addictive. So like once you do it, you can't stop.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, but like then, you know, the main protagonist, because there are several protagonist, it jumps around in perspectives, and near the end, the main protagonist, who starts out being the main protagonist at the beginning, he actually gets a lot less. I like to call it screen time.
Yeah, I feel you. I get you.
But he like it's from other people's perspectives a lot more than it's not actually.
Fair enough.
But you know, he is born, and it turns out that and I can't really spoil this, but he's the main character, and it turns out that he's got some shit going, and the Dark One is sending his forces upon the world once again, and for some reason this guy and his friends, and they're like 19. They live in like a rural village, and for some reason the Dark One has sent his armies to go capture them, and the first book is all about finding out why.
Oh shit.
And yeah, and then at the end of the first book you get some super big revelations and everything, and then the rest of the series is just, oh my god, dude, it's so well written. I love it so much. I'd recommend it to anybody who wants to start listening to fantasy series, or anyone who has been. It's so
That sounds fucking sick, man. I might have to check it out.
good. It is honest to god, it's amazing.
I know you've talked about it before, but I've never really gotten like a sort of full rundown about it. But it sounds like fucking dope.
It is. It's fucking amazing. It's a great series. Very artfully crafted.
Hell yeah, man. There's it feels like there's not enough artfully crafted things in mass production nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel that. But yeah, then my favorite author, because I just like fantasy series. Brandon Sanderson, obviously, you know, this wasn't his start. Like, he has books that he wrote before
Sure.
he finished the series that I think are phenomenal. Mistborn being one, which is another interesting series. But Brandon Sanderson, and this is just interesting, Brandon Sanderson, all of his books, or most of them, take place in what he calls the Cosmere, which means that it's like, you know, his series has his universe is all multiple dimensions, and they have these super beings that gained powers from like they broke some like magic crystal into a shard, and they all had superpowers, and they all went to these different worlds and created humanity, and all these different worlds, and these shards like provide humanity with different magic systems, you know.
Okay.
But it's all part of one Cosmere, and what makes it really interesting is that all of these characters, none of these characters know that this Cosmere exists, except in the latest Mistborn book. The main character kind of gets a hint, like, hey, like, what do you mean there's more than one god, dude?
Staying.
Oh shit, I'm out of beds. But anyway, he has this whole Cosmere and everything, and in Wheel of Time, there's this system called, like, the Mirror Realms, where, like, there's these special stones that you can go to get to, like, Mirror Realms, like they're kind of like shadows of the real world. They kind of, like, represent different parts of the real world.
Okay, sure.
Which is pretty cool, but, like, he's, like, you can quote him saying, actually in the note from the author that he wrote at the end of A Memory of Light, which is the last book, which, by the way, I love that name for a book, A Memory of Light. It's amazing.
That's pretty bad.
He, like, wrote in the author's note, he's like, I mean, look, like, concerning the Cosmere, like, he's like, you can think of the Wheel of Time as the main world, and you can think of the Cosmere, if you so choose, you can choose to think of the Cosmere as simply mirror realms of the Wheel of Time. Like, that's how much he loves the Wheel of Time.
That's so sick.
And I'm like, dude, I love that series so much.
Dude, will do.
Dude, that's what I choose to do. Thank you.
Thank you for affirming my beliefs.
And then also, like, and I like, this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but, like, the magic system in the Wheel of Time, like I've thought about it a lot, and like thought about all of Brandon Sanderson's like magic systems that he's come up with, and every single one of his magic systems would get clapped into the fucking ground by the one, like in sheer of like destructive power. They would all get clapped into the ground by Robert Jordan's.
Oh, fuck yes.
Like, there's not a single magic user in any of his series that could go toe to toe with an Aes Sedai like successfully, unless they got extremely lucky.
Whack.
I mean, it's pretty great. I just like that.
That's pretty badass.
I know. It's pretty great.
All right. Well, I am now also officially out of beds.
All right. What's your netherite count? What's your final netherite count for this video?
Final netherite count for this video. I got 17 on my second round, so it's 37 netherite.
Good God, you're almost done. I got 19 total.
Oof.
So it seems to me like I won the battle, but you won the war.
Ha ha ha! I play the long game, my brother.
All right. Well, shit happens. I think that's all we got for today. So thank you all three people, and by that I mean Emily and Miss Lisa and my mother, so much for watching. Also Kai. Kai's here now.
Yeah, my mom doesn't watch, but Kai does.
Oh, okay. So. Never mind. Kai then. Hi Kai.
Kai, can you be my mother now?
Thank you all so much for sitting through us talking about college and then me nerding out, which Emily, I know that's something that you've had to do several times.
Hey, I enjoy it, man. I feel like listening to people talk about things they're passionate about is like one of the greatest joys in life.
Hey man,
So.
You know what? I agree with that, and not just because you sat here and listened to me nerd out.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and smack the subscribe button, except that everybody who watches, ring that fucking notification bell, because we even though we have not kept up with our schedule, we do still upload once a week.
We do indeed. I found a piece of debris that I missed, so I know 38.
Big bitch. Fucking bitch.
Wait, can you ring the bell, Griffin? I'm not there.
Oh, shit, yes. I gotta get to the bell.
Ring it! You gotta ring the bell! Hurry! The episode's almost over!
Ah! Why don't you just cut to when you remember? FYI. Because, I mean, I feel like our videos have too many awkward pauses.